Good afternoon and welcome back to Tom's Model Railways. If you remember the last video that I made, which was about 6 weeks ago now, my apologies, I had some scenery going on here and some trees. I've since decided to go back to the drawing board and try something different. So up here we have something that was very similar to the bushes I had before. Foam, nice chunky texture. Same over there. I've still used some of that along the back, but what I'm going for at the moment, let me show you over here, is more of more of a kind of open, more realistic type of shrub, something that looks much more like plant life. For example, there you can see up there, it actually, yeah, it's got a leaf texture on it. It's got air and light coming through. It's 3D, it's lifted off of the layout, you know, it's kind of floating. So I like that. I've got a few pieces here. And I'll show you. That's how they come out on a sheet like that. And I've been using that part. So here, where it's very thin and tenuous, that's good for hanging plants and creepers and vines and things, and then the more denser areas are great for these bushes. So let's just put that up there. The base material for that is, it starts life as wadding. It's then separated into thin layers and then stretched out. That's then coloured, and where's the leaf texture? And then the leaf texture is added. So I'm just shaking that out for you. And what this is, it's ground foam in large particles. Now that's what I use for these. I'll show you, look, just lift it up and you'll see. The same particles with something that begins life as this kind of nylon toy stuffing, which comes from the art shop. Now I use that for, where's the, looks the same, but it's actually a lot softer, a lot easier to tear, much lighter and finer. And I use that for these trees. There's one there. And if you remember, I had some trees here before, but I wasn't happy with the quality and the colour again. So that's where I'm heading now with the trees. I'll just show you then some of the foam. When the foam's machined, I can get it down to, let's say, number 1, the finest. Now this is Woodland Scenics fine turf, and this one is my own fine turf. Not quite as good, but I'm very pleased with that actually. 3 different colours of green, and then an extra additive to get that yellow. So I'm pleased with that. I mean, that's kind of been a holy grail for me on this project. This is a base mixture of the foam. This will go towards making anything and everything from the fine turf all the way up to foliage. Now this is the dark green. I'll show you, this is a piece of Woodland Scenics, dark green, and that's, I'm sure you'll agree, not a bad colour. Not that I'm trying to copy Woodland Scenics, all I'm trying to do is make sure that what I'm doing on my layout with regards to colour is compatible with everybody else's, so that if I want to use some Woodland Scenics materials and products, then I can use them on here and they will blend in just fine, whether it's Woodland Scenics or Hecky or any of the others. Here's a piece of my own clump foliage, again in a dark green. This is just big pieces, they just break up really nice, but they can be used for trees and bushes and all sorts. So I want to try to go more with that if I can, but it's good to have some of everything, you know, to work with. So that can go there. This is another mix ready for leaves, and this has actually got some organic particles in there. It's got some twigs and bark, and that's all crushed into there, so that's ready to be graded. So I'm pleased with that. And just to show you, this is kind of the first, how it looks at the beginning when it's just had some colour added and it's just been shredded, just getting ready to be machined. So what was that I wanted to show you? Another, yes, this one. Now this is just a sponge that you would use for cleaning the car. There was 3 sponges for 99p in the 99p store, of course, and I just wondered how the green would come out on a yellow foam, because I'm sure that the green will come out a lot brighter. Now this has only had a base colour just to key it up at the moment, so I'll see what I can do with that. But it's, you know, I mean, it's interesting to me to see what I can do with a really cheap foam, because the foam that I'm using for all this is quite a dense foam. I'm buying this from a foam supplier, because I noticed that with the, well, with some of the cheaper foams, there were some reactions with the glues, particularly with the hairspray, model railway glue. So anyway, that's where I am at the moment, just going along, coming up with these new ideas for bushes and trees. So that's what I'll do next. I'll crack on with the trees, work out exactly how I want the layout to look, because I still haven't decided. So I'll be back soon, and hopefully we'll have some trains running. Okay, take care everybody, and bye for now.